I'm really glad that we're talking about empathy in regards to leadership because I definitely think that in order to be a good leader, to be an effective leader, you have to feel empathy towards other people. This is something that I've been really trying to work on, and I definitely think it's something that as our college community we should work on as well. I think if our campus was more empathetic as a whole, we would be able to build stronger relationships and we would be able to communicate with people who are different than us in a much better way. I think when it came time to make big decisions, that if we had empathy towards other people and we were able to understand them, understand where they're coming from, then those decisions would be able to be made a lot easier. I do think that there is a lack of empathy in the world today. As a teacher, I've seen the lack of empathy that is present in the education system. I know that it's really hard sometimes as a teacher. You feel empathy towards your students when they come into your classroom and you feel everything that your students feel, but sometimes you know that your students aren't getting the kind of support that they need at home or even in the school system as well. And I think that there's definitely a lack of empathy from that side. I do think that there's a lack of empathy in politics as well. I think a lot of times people are trying to kind of push their own agenda and they're really focused on their needs or what they need from different types of people when in reality it's so important to look at other people and to feel their kind of empathy and understand that maybe I'm wrong about something, maybe pushing my own agenda is not the right way to go. So as a leader, I've really been working on empathy. There's a few times that I can recall where I know I could have been more empathetic. One of those was last year around Pledge Week time. I was kind of rewriting the rules of like what our Pledge Week would look like and what the club would look like as a whole. And something that was really important to me was commitment and getting people to commit. And I really kind of pushed this idea of getting people to be at our events, getting people to commit to our club. And I think I kind of went a little too far with it, and I could have been more empathetic to people and understanding that they not always could be at certain events. And so just being empathetic to their situations and being more courteous to that. And that's definitely something that I've been trying to work on and have more wisdom of when it's appropriate to have a firm hand and when it's appropriate to be empathetic to someone's situation. So I think for me, something that I would really like to do is just to have more open and honest conversations with people on my team. I think just having those conversations will really help me to understand people, and through understanding, I'll be able to open that door to feeling empathy towards them. And then once that empathy towards another person develops, I can develop stronger relationships with people and we can make stronger decisions together. So I definitely think that empathy is something that I've come a long way in, but I definitely think I have some room to grow in that area as well.